Did you guys send them the link?
Yeah, I just texted them again.
Guys, I think my eyes are broken. I can't blink anymore.
Hey guys, sorry, I was just eating dinner. Were you waiting long?
Sorry, I was bleaching my house.
And I was washing my fish.
Watching your fish for 3 hours?
Yeah, we were trying to do that Eddie competition to see how many people know about Eddie Aikau. And we Zoom bombed a whole bunch of classes.
We hardly found anybody who knew about Eddie.
And then we went to Wikipedia. That was a dead end. And then we went to other places on the internet. That was a dead end. They still don't know about Eddie.
Wait. You went to Wikipedia? I mean, you're in a show about Eddie Aikau, and you went to Wikipedia?
Yes, you've got to go to the source, not Wikipedia. Have you guys even looked at your script? Eddie, when go, the story of the upside down canoe. That's the play we're doing. You've got to track down the playwrights. Marilyn Monroe.
No, Marilyn Lyman Mercerio?
Marilyn Mercerino.
Mercereneo.
The one who was on the boat.
Right, she was on the boat, the Hokulea.
Oh! Are you guys talking about Marion? We've got a snap streak going.
Oh,
What? Okay, so you mean to tell me that you know the playwright?
Yeah?
What are we here for then? I gotta go eat.
Yeah, if you guys got this handled, I got some bleaching in my house to do too.
yeah, and you know what? I'm gonna go walk my fish for 3 hours.
Actors.
So, should I snap Marion to see if she can tell us about Eddie?
Yeah.
All right.
By the way, how do you pronounce her name?
Marion Lyman Mercerio. All right, so I'm gonna take a picture. Say cheese. 1, 2, 3. All right. Okay, Marion, we need your help ASAP. I just sent the Zoom link. Okay. Now we just gotta wait.
I just got a snap from my bestie, Nicole. She wants me to get on Zoom. I'll see you on Zoom.
What's up, Marion?
Hey, Nicole, my bestie. How you doing?
I'm doing okay, but we are really needing your expertise. Some of our actors are just Zoom bombing classes around town, trying to find anybody who knew about Eddie, and they could hardly find anybody. And even some of the actors in this show don't even know about Eddie. So, can you tell us about Eddie Aikau?
Yeah, I mean, was Eddie really a big wave surfer?
And what did he look like?
And what was his job?
What was he known for?
And was he on the Hokulea with you?
And what does Eddie Wengo mean?
And how did you know Eddie?
And why are we doing a play with all these animals in it?
And did you see all those animals when on the boat?
And what did Eddie care about the most?
Wow, this is a lot of questions, gang. Settle down. I have an idea. What I can do is I can go to the classes where they don't seem to know anything about Eddie, and I can speak to them. I can go to my classroom and I can zoom into theirs and I can tell them about Eddie. What do you think? Is that a good idea?
That sounds perfect. Yes.
So boys and girls and UH puppetry class, I understand that you didn't know a whole lot about Eddie Aikau and that you're here to learn a little bit. And I can tell you a little bit about Eddie. Eddie and I were selected to be on the 1978 Hokulea voyage, which was Hokulea's second voyage. And we left Magic Island to the tunes of Hawaii Aloha. We sailed out into the channel, and 6 hours out, the canoe, you all know Hokulea, She was in rough ocean and heavy winds, and we turned over. And there we were, standing along the side and holding on to the bottom, which was now the top of the canoe. And one of the people said, "Let me go for help." And my brother, who was the captain, said, let's wait and see what morning brings. And morning brought nothing. And so Eddie, it was decided that Eddie would go. And he got on a surfboard and he paddled away. And about 22 hours later, from the time of our capsize, while we had been hanging on to the canoe all night, airplanes saw us and rescued us, sent out a helicopter that rescued us. And the canoe was rescued the next day. But Eddie was never seen again. And I've told this story and to so many boys and girls and so many adults, and you can see that it always ends very sadly. So I decided to write a book that would have a more uplifting ending. And I decided that I would tell it from the point of view of the sea creatures who witnessed the story. And that would be Tutu Whale, who was telling the story to Kaleo, grandson whale. And also Kaleo's friend Lele, the dolphin. And Mr. Mono. Mr. Mono wants to tag along for the story because he just wants to know the rest of the story. He only knows part, and he talks in pidgin. That's why I'm talking like this. And then there's also Mr. Honu. Mr. Honu likes to keep his shell shiny and clean at all times, and he knows part of the story. And then there's Eva, and she soars above all and has a bird's eye view of everything that happened. And then, of course, we have Mr. Father Elio. Father Elio is a monk seal, and of course he's endemic to Hawaii. Father Elio took a vow of silence because he's a monk, and he doesn't speak, but he knows a lot. And those are the creatures who witnessed what actually happened to Eddie, boys and girls, and puppetry students. And they'll tell you the rest of the story of Eddie. Do you have any questions?